What's going on, the Nova Squad? My name is Nova. Welcome back to the channel. So today we're gonna be reacting to the Dax "To Be a Man." This is gonna be a remix featuring Darius, Rucker. I've actually had seen or heard that they actually have made it to number one on Spotify and everything. So I'm pretty excited to see this new version of it. I think I've actually missed the other version when he actually had all the other artists singing their own verses and things like that. So without further ado, here we go.
I can't hide myself. I don't expect you to understand. I just hope I can explain what it's like to be a man. It's a lonely road, and they don't care about what you know. It's not about how you feel, but what you provide inside that home.
Being a man is what you make it. You can't always live up to expectations. You try to please everybody while you struggle, so you fake it and end up out of balance, compromising situations. As a good man, do what he should, man. Give everything he has and do everything he could, man. You might find yourself feeling all alone inside a house you built that you don't recognize as home. And that's what my daddy told me, and I'll tell my son the same. Now that I'm older, I relate and I actually feel his pain. He never cried, he might have lied, but he did not complain. And he said, son, one day you'll have to do the same. I get emotional when I stop and think and I look around beyond the county lines of my small town. I think about all the men out there who feel like I do now, who are screaming on the inside but won't ever make a sound.
I can't hide myself.
Wow.
I don't expect you to understand. I just hope I can explain what it's like to be a man. It's a lonely road, and they don't care about what you know. It's not about how you feel, but what you provide inside that home. Don't give up, keep fighting. As a man, our sun is our horizon, and our father's actions play a role, and we end up like them. So they can't let us see them hurt, cause we'll embody what they do and start a generational curse. No wonder most men are so depressed, all the things that they can't express. They go to war, get thrown on the shelf, then go back to war with their mental health. Then grab that bottle and ask for help, try to pull themselves out of hell, then fall back down and then realize that they're gonna have to do it themselves. It's the circle of life. As a man, you provide. They don't know what you're worth till the day that you die, and that's when they start crying. Then move on to a man to confide in. That's why we feel we can't hide ourselves.
We can't hide ourselves.
We don't expect you to understand. We just hope we can explain what it's like to be a man. It's a lonely road, and you don't care about what we know. It's not about how we feel, but what we provide inside that home. Inside that home. That home. It's not about how we feel, but what we provide inside that home. Inside that home.
First and foremost, I wanted to say that was an amazing song by Dax and Darius Rucker. I think try not to cry. Chris Rock, he has said it himself. Well, he has said it best. Only women and children and dogs. This is what he has said. Only women and children or dogs are loved unconditionally. Men, however, only love for what they can provide. And a lot of people really think that men are heartless, men don't go through anything, men don't have any feelings, but we go through a lot. And then for the ones thinking that men have it easy in the world, no, we don't. Because not only we have to prove to women that we're are worth the time and worth the effort and the heartache and the pain, we are worth being in any sort of relationship. We also got to prove each other, men, that hey, like, you're not a man if you actually had gone through this stuff. But like, you are not a man unless you actually like understand the heartache and the pain and well, what you got to go through on a daily basis, because like it's not talked about enough. Like when we see each other in distress, we give each other head nods because we understand like, hey, it's go time. Hey, I get it, but we don't have time to like sit here and squabble or sit here being upset or just crying about it, because we got things to do as men. We got families to take care of, and it's. I mean, Mr. Rucker, his version of the song, his verse of it not only he actually had revamped what Dax has said in his original song, he actually had put in another perspective, saying like how he had to tell his son, hey, one day you got to go through this, just like how his own father had gone through this. And then it's just, it reminds me of my father when we would talk everything, etc., about, men, but I never understood why he would always be angry or why he was always being stressed out, always like trying to work. But as soon as I have my own children and I have my wife, I totally understand. It gets very stressful, and I understand why us men don't talk as we probably should. But the same time, in today's society, if a man is even like seen in his feelings, they got the audacity to call him weak. But it's unfortunate, but that's how the real world works. But again, Darius Rucker, I applaud you once again on this amazing song. And I know I am 3 days late, but it's better late than never. If you guys really enjoyed this reaction today, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe, and share. Let me know in the comment section down below what you're to react to next. Thank you so much for watching. And as always, my name is Nova, and I'll see you guys next episode. Peace.